Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you for having me. We might as well have stars and duds of the week. Now I know what I said. I don't want to do this no more. And I'm still, part of me wants to, and part of me doesn't. But and it ain't fair to you guys to keep flip flopping. But let's just do it, man. Let's just do it in one vid. Let's just do it. See how it goes, man. So let's go on with stars first. Stars. Before I name the side, I got a shout out to Casper Schmeichel, De Gea for that save, Zaha, Iwobi, Højbjerg. He played against us. I felt Shane Long had a decent game. Shout out Aubameyang, Demarai Gray for when he came off the bench, I believe. Or did he come off the bench or did he start? Either way, he took his chance. Fernandinho. So yeah, they're the shout outs, man. But let's start off with the lineup. With the lineup is a tough one. Who am I gonna go with? Centre half. Lascelles. Do you know what? Both, whoever the other partner of Newcastle was, both centre mid partners of Newcastle. So Lascelles and whoever. I don't really feel anybody else was outstanding. If I, off the top of my head, at least what I've got here. I don't want to put anyone in it, but I don't want to name the defender. I'm not really feeling it, to be honest. So we've got Lascelles and we've got the Newcastle partners. With right back, he doesn't play there, but I had to get him in there somewhere, and he has played fullback for Chelsea. Kennedy, I felt Kennedy had some cute little touches. Left back, they lost, and there was all other things, and Delph isn't that guy, but I felt Delph had a decent game. Certainly out of all the City players, he rarely put a foot wrong. He weren't moving mad in that aspect, and he was decent going forward, man. I think Delph was alright, so he'll go at left back. I've got Pogba for the second half. I mean, there's no way around it. He was trash in the first half, but if that was any other player or any other players that are actually world-class, people would be saying, oh, that's the signs of a good player when they're having a poor game and they step up and make the difference for their side. Either way, whatever way you look at it, he had a dead first half, but on the basis that he was bought to make the difference in these games and carry United, he did exactly that in the last 45 minutes. 2 goals, put them in it. Smalling, who could have been in duds of the week and stars of the week, ironically, for scoring the winner, put in the winner. So Pogba's here. Gundogan controlled the thing in that game, controlled the thing. If you was watching it, you saw what Gundogan was doing, and that goal was disgusting. It was rude. It was so rude when Sterling gave him the ball, and bruv, he's rude, man. The toe poke as well, he's rude. And you know, man, when they know what they're doing, he's rude, man. He sent them two centre mid. Eriksen for his 2 goals in the 10 row. Left wing, Danny Wells, 2 goals, 1 assist. He done his thing. I know Danny, people give him a hard time and people take him for a bit of a joke, not as a human, because he's definitely not, but in regards to him in front of goal, 2 goals, 1 assist. There's not really anything anyone else could say. He could have had the match ball if he converted in the 70th minute, and that's probably why people give you the grief they do. But yeah, he's got to be on the left. Through the middle, I've got to put Jose Perez of Newcastle. I felt he had a good game, and he made the difference in terms of helping better the scoreline. If it wasn't going to be him, I was going to go Aubameyang. In fact, I'm undecided between the two. I'm going to give Alexis Sanchez. Now, it's been funny, it's been a joke, and everyone's had their opinions. But again, like Pogba, he looked on some different stuff. He looked like he got the real Duracell batteries from the right shop again, man. He was moving mad. The second half, that was Alexis when he first come to Arsenal, inspired, not giving it away. When you think he's lost it, continuing. He was fighting, man. He's got 2 assists, I believe, and he was involved in one in definitely out all 3 goals. He might not have got the assist for all of them. So credit where it's due in that aspect, man. He's got to follow the thing. So that's the lineup, to be honest, man. Like I said, the Newcastle centre halves in defence, in Lascelles and his Donny. Was it Lejeune? Let's just say Lejeune. Pope in goal. I was going to go with Yedlin of Newcastle, but I'm going to go Kennedy in the unfamiliar right back role. Delph, you already know. Gundogan, Pogba and Eriksen make up the midfield 3. Left wing, Danny Wells. Through the middle, Jose Perez, / Aubameyang, whoever you want. Right wing, 2 assists, involved in all 3. Manchester Derby, Alexis Sanchez, man. So yeah, that's the stars. So, duds now, where it gets interesting. I think you could have put Lawsall there. I actually feel even though they won, Loris could have been there, because why is he charging out? Czech was involved in that Mustafi nonsense, so he could have been there. But I'm going to go with Butland, to be honest, if I remember correctly. I'm going to go with Butland. Del Stevens at right back for getting sent off, being silly, getting sent off. So Del Stevens at right back. Left back, I'm going to go with Van Aanholt. No, do you know what? Duffy of Brighton's going to have to fill in that left back, because you cost your team 3 points with that silly back pass. You're not even looking where you're playing it, really. So Duffy's got to be at left back. Right back, Del Stevens, like I've said. Otamendi wasn't following his runners, so he's gonna definitely 100% be there as well. As is Mustafi, Bailly or Smalling would have made it in here, but I just felt Smalling, really and truly. Do you know what? It's Mustafi / Bailly / Smalling. All of them should really be here, but they both sides won, so it won't be spoken about. Mustafi silly mistakes, Smalling silly mistakes, Bailly just getting ripped as well, and he's a quality defender. I like him. But I'm going to go with Mustafi because something just won't let me get this out of my head, to be honest. But the other two slashes, pick which one. I'll pick Mustafi because he did this in the midweek, kicking the ball to nowhere. He's now having no sniffing of danger, getting rid of it. So he's got to be, Mustafi and Otamendi have to be there, man. So that's Butland, Del Stevens, Duffy at left back, Otamendi and Mustafi. Midfield, I said Del Stevens, so I've got to say Onene. Onene being a dud, getting sent off for no reason. I don't want to say the game's won at that point, but it's won. We just need to finish it off. Say something mad happen from that now. Say it like it would have been on you. It's being delayed. We've already had the handbags. We don't need it again. And it's the last minute of the game, a game which seems to be won. Ultimately, there's no pointless games in football. There's always something on the line. There's 3 points, but it's not like we're fighting for top 4, we're fighting relegation, we're fighting for something. So to get a red card is kind of pointless. Obviously, you got lost in the sauce, you got gassed. But yeah, man, Wayne Rooney, it was funny to see him get subbed and start swearing and that, but he was woeful. So he's going to move into central mid. Mahrez, you shagged me, bro. You and Kane shagged me in fantasy, so Mahrez is going to be here, man. Mahrez, bro, you've had a great season, but Mahrez is going to be here. Up front, I'm going to have the 2 City boys, you know. On the left, I'm going to have Sane. Wasn't the Sane player with the best potential in the Premier League that I believe. It wasn't that Sane on Saturday. Sterling, people will blame him for not converting, and if he did, City would have won. I mean, you could say all of that, but what about the defending? What about conceding quick fire goals? But he should be someone that's got 21 league goals. You was given some of these finishes on the platter. The only one I won't get on to you about is the one, you remember the one where it hit him and then it hit the post? I won't get on to you about that. But definitely the others, there was like 3 chances. You definitely should have had a brace out of them. You had a few more chances than that, but there was definitely 3 finishes where I'd say, Sterling, you got to score 2. They're Raheem Sterling trademark finishes. And you've been doing dirt this year, man. So Sterling's got to be there. Sane's got to be there. I'm going with Lukaku. I felt Lukaku was woeful as well. He weren't really helped out, but Lukaku, it's him. I was going to go Solanke as well, because although he doesn't play much, and it was a dead rubber game of sorts. I don't want to say dead rubber for Liverpool, because between them and Spurs, whoever finishes 3rd and 4th, it's between them 2 teams who wants to finish is higher than the other. So they are chasing something, but he could have nicked 3 points. It's a finish you should be scoring, whether you're a striker or main starter or not. You should be converting. So Solanke could have been there, but I'm gonna go with Lukaku. So to recap: Butland, Del Stevens, Duffy at left back, Otamendi and Mustafi, Rooney, Mahrez and Elneny, Sane, Sterling, Solanke. Lukaku, but if you want Solanke through there, and yeah. Special shoutouts go out to Wes Morgan and Maguire. They were woeful. Shoutouts go to Van Aanholt. Shoutouts go out to, who else is that? Czech. So yeah, man, there was quite a few duds, and I'm sure you guys can insert more duds than me in there. So yeah, guys, DG, I'm signing out, man. Let me get you guys here. Get a comment, subscribe, and do the rest.